In my conclusion, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that there are three classes of people: the 85%, the 10%, and the 5%. Who are the 10%? Who are the 5%? Who are the 85%? I'm going to give it to you from a lesson that he gave to us called Muslim lesson number 2. Question number 14. Who is the 85%? Now, these are the questions that God himself came and gave to Elijah Muhammad to give us and teach us. He said the 85% are the uncivilized people, poisoned animal eaters, meaning people that eat hog's flesh, poisoned animal eaters, slaves from mental death and power, mentally dead. They're slaves to this mental death. People who do not know the living God or their origin in this world, and they worship that they know not what, who are easily led in the wrong direction but hard to lead in the right direction. If you notice, that's that majority that I was telling you about. Think about this now. Enter in at the straight gate, because narrow is the way and straight's the gate that leads to life, and few there be that finds it. But the path leading to destruction, that's the path the 85% are on. And notice what God says about that group. He said they're easily led in the wrong direction. Easy to go in the wrong direction, but hard to be led in the right direction. Who is the 10%? The 10% are the rich, the slave makers of the poor. It's talking about the rich devils, slave makers of the poor, who teach the poor lies, to believe that the almighty, true, and living God is a spook and cannot be seen with the physical eye, otherwise known as the bloodsucker of the poor. That's right, suck the blood out of the poor. Make you think that the almighty, true, and living God is a spook and can't be seen with the physical eye. And when you find out the truth, then you find out why the white man didn't want to tell you the truth, because the almighty, true, and living God is a black man. Not a spook or a spirit, but a black man. Right. Think about this now. A secret that has been kept between 12 black men for 66 trillion years and passed on from father to son. 66 trillion years. That's the great divine supreme being, the God who created the heavens and the earth. The one that has power over everything and everyone is a black man. Not a spook or a spirit, is a black man and can be seen, has been seen, and is seen. Is that clear? Yes, sir. He's the one that taught Elijah Muhammad and commissioned him. That's why the devil can't do nothing about this. He's commissioned by God. I have been commissioned by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I did not send myself. I'm commissioned by him. Is that clear? Yes, sir. I don't care whether you believe it or not. Follow anybody you want to follow. I don't care. Yes, sir. I will do what I've been commissioned to do. Who is the 5% in this poor part of the earth? Now here, remember, enter into the straight gate, because narrow is the way and straight is the gate that leads to life, and few to be that find it. So here we are with the 5%. Who are they? They are the poor, righteous teachers who do not believe in the teaching of the 10% and are all wise and know who the living God is and teach that the living God is the Son of Man, the supreme being, the black man of Asia. And they teach freedom, justice, and equality to all the human family of the planet Earth, otherwise known as civilized people. Also, Muslims and Muslim sons. That's right, even the high-degree devils called Masons, Muslim sons, even they know the truth. Right. Just think about this. If you notice the high-degree Mason, Muslim sons, they wear our fez once a year. They put on our fez with the moon and star upside down on it. They got a sword added across it. Think about this now. That's the emblem that they wear. The black man allows them to wear that emblem after he studied Islam from 35 to 50 years to learn how the civilized Muslims act of the East. They have 33 degrees of the supreme knowledge and wisdom of God. They are the rulers among the white race of people. They know the truth. They know who we are. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They've been taught that one day the truth would catch up with them. That's what the sword up on top of their national represents. One day the truth would catch up with you. Then they have an emblem of a black man at the bottom of their little nationals they wear. It's an emblem of Omar, the swordsman, a black man. Right. One day the truth will catch up with you, devil, and your head will be taken by the sword of the black man. Right. The sun, moon, and star will catch up with you. You understand? The truth will catch up with you. And when the truth catches up with you, that's the end of you. Is that clear? How can the devil continue to rule and mistreat the black man now that the black man is waking up and knowing he's the devil? Once the black man wakes up and finds out he's the devil, he won't follow him no more. He won't allow him to rule him no more. Is that clear? I hope some of you are waking up. As you can see from the answer that we just gave you from our lessons from God, that the majority of the people are in the 85% who are easily led in the wrong direction. The majority of the people are led by what is called herd instinct, which means follow the crowd, follow the herd. Whatever direction the herd or the crowd is going in, that's the direction they go. If the herd is headed for the cliff, over the cliff they go with the crowd. You've seen this happen. You've seen movie pictures where the herd is headed for the cliff, right? The leader leading them, they all go and jump off the cliff, don't they? Every one of them falling right over the cliff. One led by herd instinct has no mind of his or her own. Right. They are happy and pleased to be among the crowd. When the crowd is applauding, they applaud. Think about this. Half the time not even knowing what they're applauding for. I know you've been out, many times you've been out in an audience, in other words, everybody else goes to clapping, you go to clapping. What happened? What happened? And he'll tell you, I don't know. That's happened to me many times, happened to you too, hasn't it?
Yes, sir.
What did he say? Everybody clap. What did he say? I don't know. Shh, be quiet. I don't know. That's when you follow the herd instinct. That's why some of you won't accept Islam right now. Your own mind and heart and soul and intelligence is telling you this is the truth. I should accept this for me and my family. But no, the herd instinct, the crowd, I have to be in church next Sunday. I'm a member of the stewardess board. I sing in the choir with your blind, deaf, and dumb self. Think about this now. So I'm a member, I belong to some other affiliation of the church. So I want to be with the crowd. Even though the crowd is wrong and you know the crowd is wrong. If the crowd praises someone, they praise that one also. Whether he or she is worthy of the praise or not, they go and praise him. The ignorant and the misinformed always blindly follow the crowd. And the crowd, or the majority, is always the ignorant masses. I want you to think about that now. The ignorant masses, which is the majority of the people. And the ignorant masses have always been wrong. Not sometime wrong. The ignorant masses, or the masses, have always been wrong. Right. They were wrong in Noah and Lot's time, weren't they? Right. If you followed the masses in Noah's time, would you have been on the boat with Noah? No, you'd have got drowned. Right? Only the small percentage of the people was with Noah, right? They were wrong in Moses' time when he was dealing with Pharaoh and his people who were in the majority and holding Moses and his people in bondage. Even after God had warned Pharaoh and his evil slave-holding people to let God's people go. The majority were wrong, weren't they? The majority was wrong in Jesus' time in rejecting Jesus and having him put to death unjustly. They were so terrible in Jesus' time, when Pilate, they had Jesus arrested. It was a custom on a certain feast day to allow one criminal to be released. Right. Think about this now. So they had a known criminal there named Barabbas and Jesus. So the Pilate came out asking, said, which one do you want to be released? Barabbas, the known criminal, or Jesus, who's been accused unjustly? What did the crowd all cry out? Crucify Jesus, but free Barabbas. Right? If you recall also, Pilate represented the government, which the government of America has already done, right here in America with Elijah Muhammad. He called in Jesus and examined him, right? After he examined Jesus, he said, I find no fault in this man. Right? He came out and told the masses of the people, I have examined this man. I can't find nothing wrong with him as you are accusing him of. Do you understand? Therefore, whatever you do to him, it will be on your hands. I wash my hands of the matter. It's going to be on your hands, ignorant Negroes, for rejecting Elijah Muhammad. If he was a wrong man, I would have had him killed myself. I would have told you so. The devil never